Imagine if an interrogation went like this. You have all this evidence on somebody, maybe even an admittance to wanting to do something. You have text messages, photos, blah, 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 blah. And in the interview, he goes, Your Honor, or no, in the interrogation, he's like, actually, I'm not answering any of your questions. And the officers go, shoot, that means we got to let him go. Obviously, that's not how interrogations work. That's not how, you can't just ignore his Harry Potter book of a chat with an alleged minor. And now he's just like, can I go home? Can I go home? Can I go home? But after that, they go back and forth about his chat. And of course, this man says, yes, sir, to literally everything.
I'm seriously.
Now you got a wife.
Yes, sir.
Was this a fantasy of yours?
Yes, sir. Yes, it had.
And you from Louisiana originally?
Yes, sir. Correct.
What's wrong is coming over here to meet a 14-year-old boy.
And you know that's wrong. Yes, sir.
And you know that's wrong.
Yes, sir.
And I know that's wrong.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think, Christopher, would have happened had I not been here and a 14-year-old boy had been here? What do you think would have went down?
This is the part in every Chris Hansen video where he asked them what would have happened, and most of the time they just vehemently deny that they would have done anything, and he kind of does that, but he leaves it out in the open to be like, well, I hope nothing would have happened.
Just go with the flow, and hopefully, God, I wouldn't have broke the law because I was feeling bad about it. I was uptight sitting in that chair right off the bat.
He was not uptight sitting in that chair. He was excited and laid back because he thought he was going to ruin a child's life.
You look kind of excited.
I was excited at the moment, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just, God, I don't have any criminal record at all.
Never.
Zero.
You never been
No, sir.
touched by law enforcement?
No, sir. Never been to jail.
Yeah. You have kids?
Yes, sir.
All of your kids. And how would you feel, Christopher, if a fellow came over to meet one of your kids when they were 14?
I'd probably do what you're doing.
You probably do worse than what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
I'm just talking to you.
The last video that I talked about, someone saying, yes, sir, that creep said it normally as well. He didn't just drag out the R every time. He would also say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. But this guy always drags out the R. This guy always says, yes, sir, yes, sir. And it's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm seriously.
Now you got a wife.
Yes, sir.
Was this a fantasy of yours?
Yes, sir. Yes, it had.
And you from Louisiana originally?
Yes, sir. Correct.
What's wrong is coming over here to meet a 14-year-old boy.
And you know that's wrong. Yes, sir.
And you know that's wrong.
Yes, sir.
And I know that's wrong.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think, Christopher, would have happened?
One thing, though, that this guy says, which I think is an immediate red flag, and a lot of people in the comments also said the same thing, is that he says he has never looked at CP before on his computer.
And where did it come from?
Go to my house and look on my computers. I don't even look at child porn. That's what sucks. I had a feeling this was what this was.
But the weird thing about this and why it's so creepy is that no one was asking him about this. No one was talking to him about this. He just blurted this out of the blue, which obviously is extremely suspect. And I think that might be a clue, a Blue's clue as to what he is engaging in outside of this sting. But my favorite part about this video is because he does not know who Chris Hansen is. He hasn't really seen anything like this on TV. He made a comment that he saw something about it one time, but he was just so disgusted that he turned it off. This means, because he hasn't seen these videos, he doesn't know how screwed he is. He is begging and begging and begging to just go home. Just send me home, please.
What do you think's going to happen?
Hopefully I can go, and then hopefully we can just
forget about this whole ugly incident.
You know what? You will never ever see me on the app again either. I can promise you that.
That's the site you were
Yes, sir.
working on.
I hope I wouldn't. I just, it kind of drives me to be curious, but this is a different field. I know.
Right. Here's the thing. Now, if you had just had the chat
Yes, sir.
and then had second thoughts, but had you said, son, you're too young. I understand your confusion or you're trying to seek out what your sexual identity is, but I'm not the guy for it, then nothing would have happened here. You'd have gone on your merry way. Had your life, kept meeting adults, been bi-curious, had your deal with your wife, nobody would be fussing around with you. But the fact that you came over here to meet a 14-year-old boy means there was a likelihood that you would have had sex with that boy.
What should I
What should happen to you for doing this today?
let me go with a warning and definitely keep an eye on me, I guess.
Keep an eye.
Whatever you want is what's going to happen. If you tell me no more app, it'll be no more app. I can promise you, I'll never meet ever again. Ever. There's
You
no.
promise.
Are you serious?
Well, I
I'm
hear
not
this from fellas
I know
from
it-
time to time, and they go out and do it again.
Yeah, probably everybody says that too. That's what
Yeah.
sucks.
Even to the point, he sounds like he's trying to sell them something on an infomercial. He's like, can I go home? If I go home, please let me go home. If I go home, you'll never see me again. If I go home, I guarantee you'll never see me again. All for the low price of $3.99. Please let me get away with this crime. Please, please, please.
You're not going to have an issue with me. There's no way. There's no freaking way. I almost didn't come over here. It's the reason why I came is because I just did have some extra time and it just looks like it fell in my lap.
14-year-old boy fell in your lap.
God, that doesn't sound good.
No, it does not sound good. Does not sound good. My name is also Christopher,
Good to meet you.
but I go by Chris Hansen.
Yes, sir. Answer?
Hansen, Chris Hansen.
Yes, sir.
And I do stories on men who try to meet children for sex, try to sexually exploit them.
Yep.
And now you're in one of those stories. And this gentleman right here is the sheriff of Livingston Parish.
Yes, sir.
His name is Jason Ard.
Hey, Art. Oh, the sheriff himself? Oh,
Yeah,
hang your shit.
he's the law in this parish.
Yes, sir.
And so, is there anything else you want to tell me for my portion of this? Because the good sheriff is going to start his portion of it.
Yes, sir. Just do your thing. I'm sorry, sir. Honest to God.
Well, we don't get warnings for this type of thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Small, stand up.
Yes, sir. Can I at least go pee?
P, where you going?
Thankfully for us, and unfortunately for him, these begs and cries to go home do not work on the officers and do not work on Chris Hansen. And he gets arrested by the officers and taken to face justice. Of course, not without saying, yes, sir, like 5 million more times. But like I said, just wanted to make this video. I find it so funny that there's not one alleged predator who says yes sir, there's 2. And who knows, maybe there's a hidden third one that I haven't seen yet. And then this video will get another sequel. But that's it for this video. If you guys liked the video, if you guys liked the artwork, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'd really appreciate it. And as always, stay safe everyone, and bye-bye.